What's the most important factor in reaching your dreams? I was thinking about this. I'm a little bit of a overanalyzer, and so sometimes when I'm sitting on the porch with a cigar and a glass of wine, I like to think through the big questions of life and then try to simplify them. That's why I wrote my first book, One Question. And so I was kicking this around a couple nights ago. And the question I asked myself is, if I was going to boil down the most important factors, or is there one factor that I think is most important in the journey to realizing your dream? And by the way, this isn't just a professional application. I was thinking about it and I came down to one word. And here it is. The most important factor in reaching your dreams is desire. Fancy word for how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? You got to want it. You got to want it so bad that you are scared of what life might look like if you don't accomplish it. I mean that. You know, I'm not a big fan of fear, but I'm trying to really explain the emotion. Now, we're not talking about obsessive and unhealthy. I just mean you are so clear on what your sweet spot is and what the mission within that sweet spot is. You got to want it. You got to want it to the point where you say, if I don't do this, I've blown it. I know I'm supposed to do this. I got to do it. See, that's where the want it comes from. It's not coming from an unhealthy place. It's coming from a healthy place. The way I've said it many times on the show is you go from could be to should be to must be. See, there's a conviction soaked in your mission. And that's behind the desire. I desire for this outcome to be true. It must be. See, desire's deep. That's where the stick-to-itiveness, the diligence comes from. Because when you are tempted to stop, when you are tempted to turn around and change course, there's a check in your spirit. And your heart sends a message to your brain and says, hold on. Hold on, fear. Hold on, doubt. Hold on, pride. Let me remind you of the desire. You gotta have it. The great winners in life and sport, they desire the outcome so much that the thought of not achieving the outcome makes them physically uncomfortable. So you want to know what the most important factor is? It's desire, which is why I teach the self-awareness, the 3 indicators in the first stage of my 7 stages to meaningful work, living the dream. Get clear. See, a woman, a man who is crystal clear. We'll see. Desire is born out of clarity. That is the difference maker, the most important factor. So I can tell you, if you've got some dreams and they're nice, but there's no desire that has welled up inside of you, I got news for you. Those are just fantasies. They're kind of like a child fantasy. I want to be a policeman when I grow up. I want to drive a taxi when I grow up. I want to be a cowboy. Whatever. It's kind of a fun little fantasy. Oh, a dream is so much deeper. A dream is fueled by desire. So the clarity that we teach here is so important.